What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are not working on the GTR. Hopefully some of you guys will be excited to hear that we're getting back to the Z32. If you guys are not aware, 2JZGTE Z32. I built it actually fairly quickly, and I'm just actually looking around the car. I was just thinking to myself, like, man, it'd be really cool to go back and redo some stuff because, let's be fair, I kind of rushed it. And obviously, you know, my skill set has improved since 5-6 years ago when I built this thing. But it's one of those things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. For now, guys, we're just gonna get focused on getting it prepared for this season. I say this season because I'm currently living in upstate New York. We get some pretty crazy winters, although it's been pretty mild. It's been a pretty mild winter. Although salt on the roads, you can't be driving it. So, car in question. If you haven't been watching the content or on the channel for a minute, you would remember this thing probably was red. It's now wrapped white, which again, it got destroyed in the Texas sun because I just left it outside in the driveway. And you can kind of see, it's gonna be hard to show up. You see all that? So you probably noticed, wheels are off. We actually have a Mickey Thompson 275/40 17 going in the rear, and then some Kendas, I believe, some 255/40 17s in the front. The mission is just to basically get some better traction this year because this it's making some jam. I won't lie, it's making some jam. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna fit these up. I'm probably gonna have to raise the rear. That just kind of makes sense in my head. If the tire's taller, it'll need some more room. So let's just get to that. Nope, we're actually not, hold on. Look at this. Look at this. I was about to put these on. Look at this. Look at all this in here. Look at that. This one's the worst. The fronts are the worst. The brake dust. Oh, you know, I got a drain in here. It's kind of nippy out there, but I got a drain. I'm gonna much better. All right, well, fronts, obviously no issues. 255, same. All good here. The rears, gentlemen, we got some poke here present with us today. However, I think just because it's not compressed, I did lower everything about 10 rotations on the coilover. So I'm hoping that gives us the clearance that we need now. I just feel like, and also we're gonna have to pull it outside, although it's dark out now. We're gonna do it in the morning because the ground is tilted for the drain, but we'll see. Let's get this on the ground and kind of see what we're working with. But at the moment, right, it's gonna be interesting back there. I mean, it's definitely, I expected this. 275, 255, I expected this. But I'm gonna roll it out. We'll roll it out tomorrow, get it all settled up. We'll see how it's looking. It's nice though. Sheesh. You know, I used to think this was a pretty wild idea. And at first, maybe not the best idea, but you know what? We all cook indoors, at home, right? It's pretty much the same thing, right? Got a blowout, son. Dude, I think it looks tough. Yeah, it's sweet. I cannot wait to feel the performance gains and how it hooks up with these things. It's gonna be sweet. Quick update on this thing, actually, just while we're in here. Roof's done. Everything's done. Everything's done. Exhaust is done. Roof is done. We did other random things. I can't remember. Flex fuel sensor, other sensors, this, that, the third. Random stuff has been done. It's all set, all good to go. All I have to do is wait for my buddy Brad, the tuner, the wizard, the legend, to go ahead and hop on the call with me, and we'll kind of adjust some settings, get things sorted up, and maybe just look at the tune, make sure everything's all copacetic, looking good. And then at that point, we'll be ready to rip. So that's exciting. This car, I don't even want to, it's just stressing me out, man. It's just been sitting here. It's a unique situation. You know, it's just, man, it's hard because the dude's a great guy, right? It's a great guy, but things are just parts. Goose Fraba, man, Goose Fraba. Things will get done. So along with the newly found exhaust leak, and it's such a that's like the worst one. Am I right? Yeah, I gotta take the turbo off and everything. I mean, come on, that's a lot of work, man. I don't even know if I have a gasket right now. And you know, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Part of me really just wants to go ahead and tackle and knock it out, which I may still do that. We'll kind of see how I'm feeling about 5-10 minutes. And then I also found I was doing my little pressure test and the coolant leak. Wow, that made no sense. I was doing my pressure test to find coolant leaks. And I actually did find one. You guys can see a little dribble right there. So if you, oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, you just move this line a little bit and we got a dribbler. This is just like a cheap Amazon, like one of those like evil energy. Yeah, I tell you what, it's an evil, that's brutal. It didn't last long at all. So stay away from evil energy, man. In life and when it comes to fittings, stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? We got ourselves a nice little vibrant piece here. So this is just a replacement 6AN90. I'll probably go ahead and replace that just because that's an easy quick fix. But the turbo, the exhaust leak, that's a bummer. Also just want to show you guys the details. Look at how smooth and nice and shaved and clean looking this sidewall is. Okay, remember this? And look at, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, this is, we're getting very detailed here, but you know, it does make a difference. So de-dimming a tire, man, de-nib your tires, man. It's details. It just looks so clean. Like you can, in person, it's noticeable. Trust me. De-nib your tires. I'll give you the cheat code too. Get yourself a pair of flush cuts. You'll be breezing through it. Trust me. Look at the smoothness. Look at the smoothness. And then look at the roughness. It's like a porcupine, man. Like a cactus. Okay? Don't be a cactus. All right? Smooth. Smooth. You know, when I put this on, I didn't have the right bolts or the hardware. And in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put the right hardware on. Clearly, never happened. Son of a... Nah. Well, off the turbo comes. Woohoo! Nice. Made this little pipe on the end of the turbo here just to make it look a little cleaner. Keep the couplers out of the heat zone. We're getting some rubbage. A little rubbage action here. Brother, every bolt is loose. Every bolt was loose. This one was missing a nut. These two were loose. And that one is loose. Those three were loose. That one was missing a nut. Come on now, this is crazy. I got some of this now. I don't have any new hardware, but we're gonna use this. The red gel high strength, man. This cures at 450 degrees. So once this heats up, it should kind of seal up. That's gonna be fine, I'm hoping, because that's all we got. Oh yeah. That'll do it. There we go. Replacement sourced. This should do it. All right, guys, it is 1:30 in the morning. I got everything all buttoned up. Obviously not everything, but enough to where I can fire it up and just double check, make sure we have no leaks. Everything's all buttoned up nice and tight. Fingers crossed, man. What a mission. We're good, bro. Look at this thing, just spinning. Oh, that's great. That's good. 2 o'clock in the morning. We're all done. Ah, yes, the machine has moved. It is the next morning. Good morning, guys. Today we are moving on to the next task, at least the next modification I want to do to the Z for this season, just to change things up. And you know what, to be honest, I'm looking forward to it. I think I've already mentioned that we're going to be doing a new exhaust setup, just a slight modification, just to kind of tone it down a little bit, switch it up. So before we do that, let's go ahead and get a couple sound clips of right now so we can get a nice comparison of how it turns out. See if there's any difference whatsoever, because like I said, it is going to be pretty minor, but I think it'll be just enough. Well, if you haven't been able to tell by now, she is running very rich, very rich. This is exactly why we need to get it kind of touched up on the tune, but at least we got a good sound clip, but very rich. Let's pull it back inside. It is freezing, man. That's enough. Smoked me out. Damn it. Knew that was a bad idea. Okay, just to bring you guys up to speed with the current exhaust setup. So this actually is very old. So from basically from the back of the turbo all the way to about the diff is something I MIG welded on the ground in my parents' garage way back. And I did it in about like half an hour. It's pretty messy, but honestly, it's holding up great. Right now, I really want to one day do like a full titanium exhaust, do something really nice and special for this car. But for right now, I don't want to do that. That's too much at the moment. We have other things to focus on. But at the moment, it would be nice to at least switch it up a little. So we just have a full 3-inch. We have a little vibrant, ultra quiet resonator tucked in about where the diff is. And then from that point on, it transitions into a 4-inch piece of pipe, as you can see, which exits out the back here. And I think it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not upset about the aesthetics or how it presents itself. I think it looks nice. It's aggressive. However, I might change up the way the tip exits with this update here today. Ideally, it'd be cool to do like go back to the quad, you know, OEM, but like a little nicer. So we'll see. But like I said, for now, let's just switch it up a little. It's actually pretty wild how much of a difference it looks like, at least in person. This is a 4-inch tip, and this is a 3.5-inch. Obviously on camera, it's not going to really make any difference. But it's at first I was thinking maybe I'll just go and switch to 3.5-inch just to make it a little more subtle. So that just leads me over to what we got going on for our updates and revisions. So what we have here is a little muffler. This is just an X-Force. It's small. It's really small. I think this is like a 14-inch muffler and then a 5-inch wide setup. So it's super tiny, nothing crazy. It really shouldn't do too much. More so just kind of at cruising speeds. It should just tame it down a little bit. So a couple options, you know, as far as how I want it to go. You know, we could just put this on there and just go back to the 4-inch style tip, just nice and simple, polish this up a little bit, make it look nice and clean. Or I could, although this is too much of a bend, I could just drop it down to a 3.5-inch and then make the exit come out straight head on with the bumper and get rid of the whole angle look. So we have options, but I think the first things first, let's go ahead and get the car jacked up and we'll rip off what's there. That way we can have a general sense of how we want to go about it. All right, let's get to work. Anybody out there want to rewrap the car for a decent deal? Hit me up. Give you guys a better look here of the situation. Just nice little big old 4-inch. You guys can kind of see where it transitions right there. Okay, that was weird. Kind of want to hear just what it sounds like, just 3-inch exit, you know? Might as well. Can't really tell if it sounds different or not. What do you guys think? think? Different? Yes? No? I don't know. Okay, so this is what we got to work with here. I've been thinking, I don't know if we're gonna go with the angle tip, you know? It's just, part of me is like, maybe just stay simple, you know? This is not, like I said, this is not gonna be a permanent thing. This is just kind of just to get it done and sounding a little bit more tame on the road. All right, guys, quick update with the whole exhaust situation. We're looking good, we're making moves. I kind of have decided that I want to, stick with, instead of going the 4-inch tip like what we had, I think I'm gonna bump it down to 3.5. A little more classy, a little less in your face. But you can see I just hit it with my little belt polisher here. Looking really nice brushed finish on the tip, so that's gonna be really cool, really clean. Got that extension welded on. I might just go ahead and hit that on the polisher, just might as well, because that's looking good. And yeah, man, I think we're pretty much at the point where I'm gonna weld the tip on, and then we're just gonna go ahead and get it fitted up on the car. But all in all, I'm pretty happy, and then just have to get the hanger welded on, and we can fire it up and see how it sounds. There we have it. All said and done. Now let's just weld it up on the car and get ourselves a hanger made, man. I want to hear this thing run. This will suck if this literally does nothing. All this work for nothing. You know what I mean? I want one way to find out. Okay, so hear me out. I'm gonna need your guys' opinion on this because I'm honestly a little undecided and I'm not gonna commit to anything just yet. I'll wait to hear what you guys say. Wait to get a second opinion on this because I think this looks good and it's different, you know? Like I like different. As long as different is like tasteful, you know what I'm saying? I think this is pretty good. Let me show you. So I just welded on the 3.5-inch tip, obviously, but then I just did like this slide on thing with the 4-inch around it. And I kind of like the dual wall, the dual wall look. Yeah, I just kind of have like this little thing spacing it up right now. But I don't know, what do you guys think about that? I think it's a little different. I think it's a little more, I don't know, JDM? I don't know what the word is, man. But I like it, I kind of like it. And then here's what it looks like. Oh shit. That's kind of what we're looking like with the 3.5. But if that's the case, then I can kind of bump this up a little bit to get rid of this gap. And I'll get rid of that gap there. And then that's kind of the 3.5-inch look, which is just more so kind of subtle, small, you know, I think it still looks good, but I think it's just, I like the different look with that, you know? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please share your thoughts. That's it, man. That's all she wrote. She's fit up really nice, tucked up really well. As you guys can see, it is just at this hanger. You guys just saw me just buzz that guy on right here. Just a nice little support, you know, just something simple. Should do the trick. And I guess one thing left to do, you guys already know. Man, I'm excited. I hope it sounds good. I really hope it sounds good. Myself out too much, but dude, I think we're on the right track here. Oh, ooh. Yeah, we smoked it out. This thing is rich, man. This thing is rich. I talked to Jimmy Oaks, obviously you guys, about maybe getting this car to the dyno. I mean, he's kind of like 5-6 hours away, so it's a bit of a hike, but I think it'd be kind of a cool thing, just hang out and have him kind of check this thing out for me, and actually I'll probably get my tuner on the phone. And Jim's cool, you know, Jim's a good guy. So, but yeah, man, let's, I mean, we're gonna get a full sound for it warmed up and outside, but dude, just, I mean, already, I'm stoked. Already, I'm stoked. That's sick. Well, next day, came back, took this thing for a drive, and I'll be honest, brother. I'll be honest. I don't think this did absolute jack. It's crazy, dude. I'll give you guys some revs right now, but when I'm driving, man, it honestly just sounds the same. Like the same amount of drone, I feel like the same amount of like in-cabin noise. What's going on? I don't understand. How do exhausts work? Let's rev it up. I'll let you guys hear how it sounds if there's any difference outside the car. But, damn. It sounds good. Like, it sounds like a nice JZ should, but just I was just trying to tame the whole, like, cruising thing down, man. I failed. We failed. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. We got a good amount done. I'm pretty happy, and I'm still pretty lenient towards getting that little outer, you know? I liked the way that looked. Beautiful, right? Literally right as I started this clip. Oh, come on. It's hailing. That's excellent. That's actually excellent. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Got a little drag pack installed, if you want to call it that. I don't know. Just a nice little sticky tire going on back there. Much stickier than what we had going on before, so we're looking forward to testing it out. However, I do want to get my tune touched up, just make sure everything is all good, safe, ready to rock. I mean, rich is safe, right? Lean is mean, so we're fine. I just want to get it cleaned up. We'll get that done soon, and we'll go ahead and put those things to the test. I'm actually about to start installing a new mod. If you guys are familiar with a Toto? Yeah, so they actually were kind enough to send this unit out to me. Looking forward to testing it out, seeing how good it is. So we'll have a little review coming up, an install video very shortly. So stay tuned for that. So all that being said and done, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.